Just imagine wandering narrow cobblestone streets and being filled with awe and wonder while looking at ancient and culturally significant architecture. Imagine, everywhere you look, it looks like a postcard. Pathways lead to bridges that arch over canals. Gondolas are out in the lagoon of the Adriatic Sea. I think this flowing city should be one of the wonders of the world. Wait! The GPS has taken us to a dead end. We're lost once again. Good day, Miss people and fellow brother and sister. If you haven't guessed it, I went to Venice last year. And I'm going to tell you a little about my experience. We went to an outdoor market with beautifully arranged colorful fruits, vegetables, seafood. Everything was so appetizing. I am convinced that Italian food is the most perfect food in the world. Just the mere thought of pizza margherita, buffalo bocconcini, and gelato makes my mouth water. The winged lion is the symbol of Venice, and it is found on homes, statues, everywhere. One day, we walked through a little square and decided to stop for a picnic. And there we saw a fat lazy cat laying on a stone statue of the great winged lion of Venice. The Venezia FC soccer team nickname is the Flying Lions. One day, we walked through Piazza San Marco on a pathway beside the coastline. We heard loud chanting and stamping of soccer fans as we approached the Pierluigi Penzo soccer stadium. We were so lucky to watch a game in the second oldest soccer stadium in Italy. It was so fun after the game. My brother and I played pickup with the locals. We had the Venetian skyline as a backdrop. It was surreal. We felt like we stepped into a game of FIFA. We did not speak the same language, but we spoke the language of soccer. I had the best time in Venice playing with the Venezia FC Academy also. Standing beside Doge's Palace is the glorious San Marco Basilica. When you enter, you'll undoubtedly feel close to the Holy Spirit. When we come out of the church, there is Alta Alta, where water rose up in the center of the square. We had to walk on tables. It was really cool. No matter where you are in Venice, there seems to at least be 500 pigeons around you, no matter where you are. And feeding pigeons is illegal. So, there's this guy selling birdseed beside a patrolling police officer. That's Italy in a nutshell. I fed those grateful pigeons that landed on my head and outstretched arms. Later, we took a majestic gondola ride with some old guy. When I say old, I don't mean old like my papa, but older than my no-no. This old Italian guy was whistling at all the ladies that passed by. Well, at least we had a spectacular view of the city of water. There's a reason approximately 20 million tourists visit Venice annually. It's unbelievably rich in art, history, and culture. My hope is that Venice and all its treasures are preserved for all future generations to explore. There's a saying that I agree with. To build a city where it is impossible is madness in itself. But to build one of the most elegant and grandest of cities is the madness of genius. I sure hope to return to Venice someday. But until then, I'll remember the magic of Venice that stays with you long after you leave. Thank you.